All right, we are coming at you from Ballina this afternoon. This is the atomic round of the Daiwa BREAM series about the, I think it's about the fourth qualifier or fifth qualifier of the year. Absolutely nasty day today. You mightn't be able to hear it because of this wonder of modern technology called Fluffy on the microphone, but it is blowing around 20 to 30 knots here, and we are fairly exposed. But the anglers are making their way in. They're putting their boats on the trailer. If you're watching this and you're in Ballina, you want to come and check out some boats, come down to the park near the trawler harbour, and there are plenty of boats here for you to check out. Talk to some of the guys that catch these fish and see some of the fish these guys are weighing in their best 5 fish each for the boater and the non-boater today. And if the scorers are ready, we are going to get on with this weigh-in. So Mark Lennox, bass fisherman extraordinaire, but many people may not know, mate, that you have won a BREAM tournament before.
Oh, I certainly have. One of my goals, which I achieved in 2013, I think it was, or 14.
Now, you reckon that weighs 2 kilos. Let's put it on the lie detector and see what it goes. They're a bit skinny this time of year in the Richmond, I notice. Look at that. Tell Dizzy that you know what's going on. 1.705 for those guys. 5 fish for Mark Lennox. 5 fish, Mark Lennox, 1.705. Just hold on a sec, Diz. We're just going to get the scorers up to speed. It's all easy on day one. You don't have to add up any numbers. It's the holiday of the 2 days. And Dizzy, why don't you come and have a chat to me? Leave those fish in the tub there and come and have a chat to us, mate. You're always fairly vocal about the northern rivers in New South Wales. This is your homeland, but Mother Nature made it hard for you today, didn't it?
Yeah, but you cut off the main breakwall, which made it really good for me because it means I don't have to worry about all those guys catching 4-kilo bags.
Well, I didn't really cut it off. The 6-metre swell sort of cut it off, and I got a look at it today from one of the spots I was fishing. It was pretty nasty out there.
Yeah, very nasty. I mean, I'm too old to go fish those breakwalls nowadays, so I prefer to fish back inside the river, which is what we did today. And, you know, we sort of pulled fish pretty much all day long, but lots of small ones. It was hard to find quality.
It's like they've already spawned here as well. A lot of fish are pretty skinny and hollow out fish, aren't they?
Yeah, very skinny. I actually had an upgrade which was shorter than the one I threw out because I had one that was so skinny I went, no, I'm going to take the fat one.
All right, well, go get your fish. You've got 5 fish. Darren Dizzy Borg, AFC champion. He's taken a Ford Ranger off us before in ABT. And give us your estimate.
2.4?
2.4. It's heavier than Mark's. I know that. 5 fish for, look at that. He's pretty good. 2.365 kilos. And a smack around the ears for giving your non-boater false hope there. Saying you had 2 kilos. Thanks, Darren. All right, Darren Borg, 4 fish, 2.36. Seems like it's going to be a decent bag today, that 2.5 kilo sort of bag. Scorers are good. Angler's name is? David Lonnie, first ABT event. Come on up, mate. Sail on into the weigh-in, and you have got a baptism of fire because it was pretty nasty out there today.
Yeah, it was awful, to say the least. But it's all right now. We're back. It's good. So.
And how many fish you got here?
5.
5 fish. There we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ballina specials. There's none I'm going to weigh there for the YOLO Tech Big BREAM. And look at that, just near Mark Lennox's bad. 1.68, grab that. There's your weigh-in receipt. And there are your 5 fish. 1 day, 5 fish bag, mate. Takes some people a year to get them. So well done. Scorers are good. All right. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't have to check those, do they? They look like they're all 25 and a halves. I've got a mental blank with the name again. Paul Langley. I'm thinking it's Langley, but what's the first name? Paul Langley has 5 fish. That has to go down as one of the smallest limits you'll ever see. 5 fish for 1.55 kilos. There you go. Not proud of that one. Don't want to hang around and tell us how you caught him. All right. Very skinny, these fish here at Ballina at the moment. That's a bag full of 25 to the forks on the dot. And if the scorers are good, let's get Travis Ryan up. Trav, you had a bit of practice in this, mate. You did a bit of pre-practice and did you pretty well.
It didn't help.
How many you got?
3.
3. You seem to always be ringing me 2s, 3s and 4s. There are one reasonable fish in there.
Yeah, one plenty opportunities missed, so yeah.
All right, well, let's get him on the scales for you, mate. 3 fish for Travis. We'll get him in our windproof weighing system here, and they go 1.055, mate. They will have you not on the bottom. That's where you want to be, up off the bottom somewhere. Well done. Trevor Ryan fishing as a boater. He's been following most of it around since post-COVID. Got himself a big flash bass boat, and away he went. All right, right, scorers are looking good. All right. Angler's name is? Joel McKenzie. Joel McKenzie. And Joel, you got a sort of heavy bag. How many you got in there?
Just 3, mate.
Three for the day. Joel fishing from the back of the boat. 5 of those, you'd be doing a bit better, but 3 goes 1.135 kilos, sitting in about 3rd place for the non-boaters at the moment. So well done. We never ask the anglers too much about what they catch their fishing on day one, because normally they're... I'll tell you that I caught mine on atomic crankbaits. Got to look after the sponsor that are sponsoring this event. All right, Queensland Open champion Scotty Sanderlands. Is that a tar wine you got in there, mate? No. So you've got a decent bag of fish here, mate. It seems like that 2.5 kilo mark's where you want to be, and we might weigh that big one for Big Brim, eh?
That big, is it?
Yeah, well, no one's weighed one yet. I can guarantee it will be the YOLO Tech Big Brim. Scotty has 5 fish. They weigh 2.21. I think that's a decent enough fish, mate. Let's set a mark for it. I'll just give you this bag here. Go back to the bump tub and sort that big one out. The deal is with the YOLO Tech Big Brim, if you weigh the biggest brim over the 2 days, doesn't matter if you're a boater or a non-boater, $500 cash. Compliments of YOLO Tech in your pocket. So we got to set a mark for it. He's got a couple of 600-700 grammers there, but hey, you never know. Someone mightn't catch a kegger. Nicole's hanging around there taking a few photos. All the photos we take it this way, and you will see this afternoon on our Facebook page, ABT Tournaments. Let's get that one in there and set a mark. All right, that wasn't that big. She said, can I have that bag back when you're done, please? Thank you very much. I'll put him back in the tub of water. No worries. Rightio, if the scorers are good. Next angler is Mark Crompton. Leave your fish in there, Mark, because we're going to have a chat to you. You are representing our overall naming sponsor, Daiwa. Fishing in a little boat at the moment. I saw you like I was hiding out of the wind today in a little backwater channel.
I don't mind fishing up the back up there. Yeah, it's not too bad. I did it last time. It was funny. A lot of the boys were catching fish down the wall last year. And I think I come upriver, and all my better fish come upriver, up in the little sneaky hidey holes. So tried that today, and didn't manage to get any of the better ones in the boat.
Yeah. So. It's funny. It's the bags are weighing skinny. Like I'm looking at the fish. They're not all big road up fish. They're skinny little Gold Coast fish. These ones at the moment.
Mate, I have eaten a bigger steak than my bag today. So.
All right, we'll go get them. Let's put them on. You got 5 fish for us, Mark? 4 fish for Mark Crompton today. Let me have a look. I'm the bump tub master at the moment. I've got to make sure I don't have to measure it in. They're all right. You just don't have any 35s. 4 fish for Mark Crompton. I bet you're going to wish you had a 5th one, because those 4 fish go 1.565 kilos. Go and let them go in the trawler harbour, mate. Thank you very much. All right, we got Bretto on the bump tub now. You know what the deal is, mate? 25-4. Mouth shut. Yours and the fish. Score is good. Let's get Jamie McEwen up here. Previous Australian Open, and not even current. You're not a champion of any Opens at the moment, are you?
I'm current nothing.
Current nothing. All right. And what do you got for us here?
5 little ones.
5 little fellas. Were you happy with 5 after your pre-fish?
Yeah, I'll take 5 fish here any day.
All right. What do you reckon they're going to go?
Oh, maybe 2.4.
2.4. Rightio. It's about 2.5's leading at the moment, so let's get them on there. How about 2.27? There we go, light as, bro. Take your receipt there. But I tell you what, that's probably going to keep you up there in the top 10, it seems, at the moment. Seems like it's reasonably difficult here at Ballina. Jamie McEwen getting weighed in. It is Sean Muxlow. Sean Muxlow, next angler to weigh in. How many of you got Sean? 2. Bring him up here. Let's get him weighed in. Sean's been fishing these ABT events. Is what, your 3rd or 4th one now?
3rd, yep.
You're enjoying it on the water with all the different boaters you fish with all the time?
Yeah, mate, having a ball.
Awesome. So you've got 2 fish for me. One's got a bit of red spot on him. They normally get rid of that when the fresh water departs the system. 2 fish for 740 grams. Grab yourself the receipt. Away you go. Rightio, Sean Muxlow seems to always trouble the scorers and gets a few fish to weigh in. Won himself a few decent prize bags. Scorers are good. Let's keep on going. Bernard the King Kong. Chef extraordinaire. Mate, what is going on with that thing?
Yeah, it's small.
Tough day.
Very tough.
Okay, 1 fish for Bernard. Let's get it on there. 320 grams. Grab yourself a receipt, mate. Put that receipt straight on Facebook. All right. Scorers are good. Simon Martin, you were my non-boater today, mate. We had a pretty good day on the water, didn't we? Towed a boat or two and you got yourself 3 fish?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun, and that's probably a personal best for me, so it was great.
Good. Personal best bag. Let's get him in there for you. Let's hope it cracks the kilo mark. Nearly 975 grams for those, so there you go. They were pretty skinny, those fish we were catching today. Good on you, mate. Well done. Go and let them go in the trawler harbour over there, and you can give that bag to the next person in line. We are flying through this way, and seems that plenty of anglers have caught fish, which is great. Seems like it's going to blow again tomorrow, which isn't great. Let's get John Siggs up. Siggsy always brings me some fish. How many you got?
5.
5 fish for John Siggs. 1, 2. I wonder if it's going to take the lead. What's the current biggest bag, Loz? What's the current big bag? Don't know. 248. Let's see if it knocks over 248. Nah, 209. It's just like being back on the Gold Coast, isn't it? Siggsy's running a lovely Mercury-powered Triton, which is parked in the car park there. Whew. It's going to all blow away, but I think the pegs are going to keep it in. If you're watching on the live stream, you don't know how windy it is here. It's pretty nasty. All right, Chris Curtis. Bring a few fish up here for me, mate. It looks like you got a bag full of 5 fish for us.
I did, yeah, got me 5.
You're no stranger to getting 5, though. You've done it plenty of times before from the back of the boat.
Not really, no.
Not really?
No.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no giants in there, but this will get you up. What's the leading non-boater bag at the moment? Loz? Leading non-boater bag? No, it's 1.82 now for 5 fish, so you're leading the non-boater division with that 182. There's some fish for you. Well done. All right, scorers are absolutely flogging through it. Angler's name? Blake Ancho. Well, you finally got to fish an ABT event, mate. You've been trying for a while, and you're a local here?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. And were you disappointed when you saw how windy it was going to be?
Oh, yeah.
How many you got?
4.
4 fish for Blake. Well done, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they go 1.435 kilos. There's your first ABT souvenir. And go get those fellas back in the water. Thank you very much. All right, Mark Sarek is just itching to get to the... Mark Sarek, see, this is one of the marks. I remembered that. And you've got a pretty good bag of fish there, mate. You reckon you're going to take the lead? 248 you got to beat?
It'll be nice, but yeah, we'll see how we go.
Let's get them on the scales, mate. 248 you want to beat. Oops. They haven't broken the scales. 221. You might have even had more than your mate Jamie McEwen there. I don't know. Grab yourself a ticket. There you go. Mark Sarek getting it done. Now I look at that and I think I know who catches the fish in your team's tournaments. I know who's carrying the big man. All right, scorers are good. Angler's name? Chris Lonnie, come and weigh some fish in, mate. How many have you got for me? 5 fish. Let's have a look at those fellas there. And they've got through Brett Hyde, the weighmaster, mate.
Yep.
They're all just peas in a pod, these fish, aren't they? Everything's 25, 26 fork.
They are indeed, yep.
Any secrets about what you got them on today?
No secrets, just deep plastics pretty much.
All on deep plastics, rightio. 5 little ones. They're light bags here. All skinny little fish. 1775 for your 5 fish there. Beautiful. Well done. And that's going to keep you right up there. I think they're in second place in the non-boaters at the moment with that bag of fish. But plenty more anglers to come. 223, the last of the boats would have checked in now down in the heart of Ballina. They will be making their way back to their boat ramps, putting the boats in the trailer, parking them in the paddocks here, and then bringing the fish to the weigh-in. So Pete Cashman won our last event we had at Bribey Island. Mate, have you got yourself off to another good start here at Ballina?
Yeah, I got 5, but they're not that big.
Not that big? There you go. Oh, I'll tell you what, they feel all right. 248 you need to take the lead at the moment. Just a little bit short, 2265, sets you in about 3rd or 4th place. You haven't got anything to weigh for Big Bream. It's not even 500 grams at the moment. Got a big in there? Here, go to the tub and throw one in this thing, eh? Okay, throw him in. Let's just set a mark for Big Bream, will we? There you are, 570. That's our Big Bream at the moment.
Yeah, couldn't
There you go. Grab him out.
Wouldn't have thought that, but there you go.
There you go. Nice one. All right, Pete. Hey, Pete, here's your big brim souvenir too, mate. There you go, mate. Well done. So, Pete Cashman, we finally have someone leading the YOLO Tech Big Brim. Stewie Walker. Is this your second last event?
No, I might be here for a bit longer yet.
Oh, you're going to stay a bit longer because it looks like you haven't got 5 fish there. Tell me how many we got.
There's one.
Fair enough. Let's get him on there for you. And he's not a giant either, is he? How did that go 210? Is he legal? Let me just have a look at the skinniest brim in Ballina. That is a poor little specimen. In it. Sorry, Stewie. We've talked you up here. We've talked you up 9 or 10 times in the past. Good to see that he's human after all. Jeez, he was just there. It's like they've already spawned these fish. They seem to be pretty skinny, these dudes. Who have we got? We've got Michael Mars here. 1, 2, 3. I reckon I've seen about 10,000 25.5 centimetre fish today. There's 3 fish for 1.01 kilos, mate. And surprisingly, they get you up there in the non-boaters, so it's all relative to what everyone else is catching. All right. Score is looking good. We're ploughing through them today. The A-team is on fire. Mark McKay, bring him up here, mate. Now, this is a better finish to your day than at Foster. What happened at Foster the other week?
We didn't quite make it back.
Took a few hours to get back, didn't it?
It did. We got back at 4:30 eventually.
Right.
So
Let's get your fish on the scales. How many do you have? 5 fish there. That might be leading the non-boaters at the moment. 1.995, new leader in the non-boaters. Well done, Mark. You haven't got a 600-gram fish in there for big brim? No, I'm not. I'm looking at them. Just a bag of consistent ones there. So, couple of kilos. Looks like it is pretty solid today. We got Tristan Taylor is the next angler who is going to weigh in, and he is. Did you win this event last time or second? No, you won this event last time. And Tristo, have you done it again, mate, with a big sack of fish? What have you got there? Tell us about it.
Oh, it was a real struggle, actually. Just kind of ground them out all day. Probably only got 7 or 8 fish. Yeah, it was very tough in that wind.
Yeah, did you like the wind?
I did not.
All right, you've got 1, 2, 3 there. That's a decent bag of fish. 2, 4, 8 the lead at the moment. Let's see if we can knock that off. There we go, new leader, 2.61 kilos, mate. You think you'd be leading with 2.61 in this event?
No, I thought maybe 3 kilo a day I'd win it, but yeah, the fish are really skinny, actually. They may have spawned or something already.
Yeah.
There's one in there. Can we weigh for big brim? Yeah.
Of course we can. You take this bag, and then you take the big brim bag back to the tub, and you bring it back to me there, and we'll see if we can knock off. I think it's 570 grams big brim at the moment. The YOLO Tech Brim pays $500 to the to whoever weighs the biggest for the weekend. What's that to the fork, Tristo? Is that a 33 or something like that, or a?
Didn't measure it.
Didn't measure it, but it was just. There you are. There's a new mark for the YOLO Tech Brim. 740 grams for Tristo. Yeah, you didn't measure it because it's not that big, but hey, it's $500 at the moment. $500 for Tristo sitting there. If nobody beats that for the weekend, that would also be one of the smallest event big brim in ABT history. All right, Jeff Borg. How many you got for me, Jeff?
2. Only 2 today.
2 today for Jeff. Would have been a bit of windage in that big boat of yours, mate.
Just struggled all day.
2 fish for 615 grams for you there, mate. But I tell you what, that is better than eating a donut. Grab yourself a ticket. All right, there's the big brim bag. All right, Jake Aitken. See, I've remembered your name finally because I saw you on TV on our highlights. And, mate, you did well in that last event. I think you came 3rd or 4th. How many have you got for me today?
Just a 3.
3 today. You work in 3s, don't you? Let's get Jake's Aitken's 3 fish up there. They go 1.15 kilos. The weight of a good Tasmanian black brim. But we're not in Tassie. Okay. 3 fish. I'm pushing the scorers here. We're ploughing through them in the wind, but don't be afraid to tell me to slow right down. Next angler's name is... I'll just keep it here. I keep it nice and wet. That's right. When he gets it, we'll throw it in there. So we'll just hold it in the tub for the moment while we're waiting. All right, Justin Pugh is the next up as a non-boater. Justin, how many you got for us? Just the digit?
Just one.
Just the one, and it does not feel like it is filling that bag out enormously. 230 grams, which is about as light as you get a little thin 25 to the fork. But hey, it's good to have something to bring to the weigh-in, mate. There we go. Well done. Oh, we finally got a decent brim coming in. Good on you, Mick. Mick Thompson, how many fish have you got for us? Got 5, and he's got a good size brim in there. You can bring him across. What's the lead? 261 is the leading bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Mick. That's pretty close. 2, 1, 2. So grab that, and then take that back and take that big brim bag in that bucket, and you can bring me back that big brim bag. The big brim mark is 0.74. 0.74 of Tristan Taylor's it is. We're going to see if we can knock that off with Mick Thompson's big brim there. All right, mate, let's get that on there, see if it beats 740 grams. It looks huge, but it doesn't feel heavy. They've spawned out in this place. Nah, 640. Tristo had you covered there. Grab your big brim ticket there, mate, and away you go. Still, a bag full of 640s gives you 3 kilos, and if you had a bag full of those, you'd be leading this event at the moment. So if scorers are good, Scotty Wilson, let's get you some in here, mate. What do you got for us?
Just 4 little ones.
4 little squeakers, mate. I've never seen skinny brim like in this river at the moment. It's like they stopped eating when the flood went through. 4 little ones for 1.25 kilos for Scott. There you go, mate. Grab your ticket. You're a smart man. You got the woolly jumper on as well. The woolly jumper. Alrighty, who we got next? Bobby Sproul. That's it? Is that how you pronounce it? Yep. And 1 fish for you there, mate. All right. It is not a giant, is it? It is not a giant. 220. That's even thinner than the one before. Give me a look at him. I want to see how little he is. He's little. He is just the line burner. There you go, mate. We'll go fishing tomorrow. We'll see if we can catch a bigger one than that. Bobby Sproul, 1 fish. All right, Vaughan Lewis. I heard you already brought your sewing kit to sew the badge on your shirt, mate. That's what I heard.
Yeah, the needle broke.
And you got 4 fish?
Yeah, 4 fish today.
4 fish.
Struggled out there, unfortunately.
1.51. There you go, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you. 4 fish for 1.51 for Vaughan Lewis. In a bit of a struggle in the wind. I think the anglers have all done pretty well to go out and get fish in this nasty wind. All right. This is James Graham, and he is ex-WA, but he has got 1, 2... You got too many fish in there, mate?
No, really?
Have a look. Count how many fish you got in there. What is it with Western Australians?
Where'd the extra one come from?
I don't know. Go back and sort that out, but we can't. If you have, the deal is, if you were fishing with 6 in your live well, that bag's DQ'd. If that was the last one that you put in your bag, then you didn't fish after that, then it's right. So I'll let you sort that out. At the moment, 0. It's what is it with WA guys and catching 6 fish? Guys on the live stream, tell me all about how many times in WA guys have brought 6 fish in. Lee Miller, come and have a look here. We got look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 decent fish there, mate. You'd be hoping you got a 5th because that's 1.81 for 4 fish. Gets you right up there in the non-boaters. So grab yourself a ticket. That's yours. There's your souvenir, and away you go. 4 fish for Lee Miller. In 3rd. He's in 3rd place with 4 fish. That's how it goes. Anyone interested in that with the 6 fish rule? It's the ABT rule is once you catch a 6th fish, you've got to upgrade and throw a fish out before you start fishing again. So if that was the last fish that James caught and he's just got 6 and he hasn't upgraded it, then we let him wade in. But if he's fished since then, and we can check that with his non-boater, then it's DQ'd that bag, unfortunately, which is a shame because it was a good bag of fish. Cameron Hall from Mo Tackle. You've been hovering around the top places, mate. And what does he need to take the lead in the non-boater side? 1.995. I don't think you got it here, mate. How many fish have you got? 4 in there, and they only go 1.22, mate. You know what you need to do tomorrow. Get more. Good on you, Cameron. Yep, so you sorted it out. Was there a bag? Okay. So did you work out which fish it was? So we're going to do James Graham's 5 fish. 5 fish limit here. There you go, 1.895. Didn't tip all the fish out properly. There you go, mate. Well done. Thanks, mate. Bit of a scare. I'd have to get you some counselling with Charlie because he knows all about that. All right, Matthew Finney. Score is good. Matt Finney, bring us some fish, mate. You're like, I better check to make sure there's 5 in here, eh? There is. Now I've got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's get a weight on these first and we'll ask you what went on with it. What's going on with the skinny fish in this joint at the moment?
They are skinny at the moment, eh? Real skinny, yeah.
Yeah. 2.145 kilos, which puts you up there in the top 10 at the moment for the boaters, mate. And I won't ask you too many secrets. We'll do that to you tomorrow at the weigh-in, okay? Well done, Matt. Nothing gets past the weighmaster, eh? I can count to 5. All right, scorers are good. Let's get Al Lister up here, mate. Al comes from Canberra and he loves nothing more than a wet, cold, windy day. And it wasn't wet today, mate. What was going on?
Not even, but Ballina. What can you say?
That's it. And you've got how many fish in here for me? Only 2. 2 fish for Al. Just under 600 grams. 585 grams, mate. It gives you some room for improvement tomorrow. So we'll see you up here at the weigh-in tomorrow, mate, with some windy patterns sorted out. And I am very surprised that the hanging scoreboards haven't blown away. I reckon that's very good placement. All right, score tent favourite coming up next, Tom Deere. Come up. Bring some fish up, mate. How many you got for us? 3. Is Bridget going to be happy with 3?
She's not happy with 3.
All right, we know. She's the one that can do something about it, but you could have done something about it too. 3 fish for 1.24 kilos. So you're catching the right fish. You just didn't get enough fish. All right, mate, there you go. We'll see you tomorrow up here, Tommy. And good to see you following the ABT tour all over the joint. There's a fair old boat show going on down here in the park at Ballina. If you're watching in Ballina and you want to come down, they'll probably still be here for another half hour or so. All of the flash bass boats. Unsure how well they've parked them all. We sort of started them in the right direction, but... Nathan Gregory's the next one. You got a boater or non-boater? Boater, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one decent one in there, but sort of got let down by your littler ones, haven't you? 5 there for 2.22. You might think that's a light bag, but that does pretty well today. I think it's only... Whoop, take these with you. You do need those. Go and let those fellas go. Well done, Nathan. Chris Hickson, leave them in there, mate. Come and have a chat to us. We always like having a chat to the guys that are representing our good sponsors. You're a Mercury dealer and a Mercury angler. You got that 300 horsepower racing Merc on the back. Normally, I can just hear and go, "Yep, that's Hickson coming around the corner." About 30 seconds later, around you come. How was that big rig on the water today? It wasn't dangerously lumpy. It was just windy.
Yeah, just really windy. It was pretty good this morning. I actually gave it a quick squirt with that tide and did 135 k's before I got down to the wall, which was pretty nice. But the rest of the day we just cruised around. It sits in that chop at about 105, 110 k's pretty easily in that thing. So the Bass Cat's a really good boat in that head-on rough water. So.
Now, we'd expect at this time of the year at Ballina to get a run of spawning fish. Every fish that's come up here this afternoon has been looks like they've already maybe had a spawn. They're pretty thin and hollowed out.
So anything that's of decent size seems to have spawned. There's still quite a lot of bucks. I don't know if it's the same as home. It seemed like They had a spawn really early in the season, like late Feb, early March, before the floods, just before the floods. So that might have been a trigger. Possibly happened here as well. And I think the bucks have started going again, and we might see in another month those skinny fish start to fatten up with a bit more roe and have another small spawning run.
How many have you got for us?
Well, I've got 5, and I'm arguing with Brett whether one's dead or not, because I reckon it's pretty dead, but it's it wiggles every now. It wiggles every now and again. You go and have a look and tell me.
No, Brett's in charge of all that stuff, mate. Let's weigh the bag of 5 fish. We'll weigh the 4 fish as well. The wind on. Yeah, that's right. You can see with Chris's beard how windy it is if it's sideways. So this is your 5?
Yeah, mate, all small.
So
one nice fish in there, but as you say, super skinny. So.
There you go, 2.15 for that. Do you want to weigh it without the other one just in case it doesn't make it? Yep. And we know what to take off. Yep. Go and bring...
No, you kicked then. You jumped out of the bag.
And it's not a big one either.
Nah, I just literally upgraded.
285. So just write that down on the side of the scoreboard just in case we have to, in case it doesn't swim away.
Yep.
All right, mate. I'm going to keep that in my pocket. Alrighty, Chris Hickson doing the right thing there, and if he's got a sick fish, he's identifying it, and always want to do the right thing. So this is Glenn Hoskins, is it? Come and weigh some fish, Glenn. From the back of the boat, how many you got?
Just one, mate.
Just the one today? It was tough in the wind today, wasn't it? Decent fish, 520 grams. There you go. And there's your little souvenir from the weigh-in. Well done, Glenn. All right, if the scorers are giving me the thumbs up, I'm sorry I'm working you so hard this Arvo Bridget, but it'll be over quicker. That's how it works. This is John Glover. One fish, it feels like. One skinny little fella there. It's about the same size. All the 25 forkers are going about 220 grams. So there we go. Go and let him go. Best 220 grams you got today, I reckon. Tani console. We ready for Tani's bag? How many you got there, Tani?
2.
2 fish. 2. Did Brett let them through? They don't look like they're legal. Must be, if Brett let them through. 540 grams for those 2. Whack that straight on Instagram. And whack them in the water. Thank you. Alrighty. This is Mark Thompson. Kurt Thompson. Whoops. We're losing the scales again. Kurt Thompson, you got how many fish?
Just
3. 3 little fish there for 1.16 kilos. There you go, mate. Well done. Thank you. We'll ask you all your secrets tomorrow. This is the real winometer. When that blows over, it means it's blowing real hard. That's why we have the scales under the table and out of the wind today. Todd Riches, you're wearing the stovepipe jeans, mate. You are looking the part.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
That's right. You got to look good, and that's a decent bag of fish. What's there need to do to take the lead? 261 is leading at the moment to knock off Tristo. 214. Oh well, it's 2 something. I just haven't filled the lot 5 fish limit for a while, mate. That's what happened. All right. Chris is good? Okay, Chris Hickson's bag is sweet. It swam away in small little circles. Yeah, we got it. Straight into a pelican's mouth. Jake Stewart. All right, Jake. That feels like a decent bag of fish, mate.
Yeah, I got 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for Jake. There you go, 2.495, which I think puts you in second place at the moment, mate. Have you got one that's over 740 grams for Big Brim? No, you're not going to give it a crack? Yeah, rightio. No worries. Well done, Jake. Sitting in second place at the moment in the boaters, I think, with that bag. Jake, going to get a photo, mate. All right. You know, when the wind stops blowing, it's actually quite a nice afternoon here. We got Brett Hyde from Ballina Bait and Tackle working the bump tubs. That's the deal at ABT. If you sponsor us, we make you work. Paul Mazzarella. All right, Paul Mazzaroli, one fish, mate. And if you had to measure it, this is going to go 220 grams. No, that's the new record. 205. That is.
It should have been two, but one died in the well.
One died in the well. Alrighty, there you go, mate. All right. Those fish are coming out of the bag. They're actually looking pretty big from here. All right, just a quick roundup of who's coming where at the moment. The live stream viewers can see it on the side of their screen. But Tristan Taylor 2.61, Jake Stewart 2.495, Steve Morgan 2.48, Darren Borg 2.36, Jamie McEwen 2.27 in the non-boater side. Mark McKay 5 fish for 1.995, Chris Curtis 5 for 1.82, Lee Miller 4 for 1.81, Chris Lonnie 5 fish for 1.775, and Ruben Mark Lennox coming fifth, 5 fish for 1.705. Big brim at the moment, 740 grams. That was from, was it Tristo? Tristo's big fish at the moment. So normally at Ballina we see something around a kilo. So maybe someone will bring something like that in the next end of this weigh-in or the next session. Justin Reeves coming, 2 fish for us, mate. These are just like Bribey Island specials from back home, aren't they?
They are, the squeakers.
All right, 2 fish on there for Justin. We have a lot of line burners, this thing. 525 grams for 2. There we go, mate. Good to be on the scoreboard, isn't it? Yep, there we go. Mick Corbett is getting old. Brett's, he just got you through, eh? How many fish are there, Mick?
Only 2, mate.
2 fish for Mick. That's it, 2 fish for 550 grams. Oh, what's with all the skinny little 25 forkers in this joint?
Oh, no, it was a nice day yesterday, but this 30-knot wind's probably got something to do with it.
Yeah, knocked it around. Good on you, mate. We'll see you later in the house. All right. All good. Glenn Sturrock is next. How many fish have you got for us, Glenn? Just the one? Doing the Walko shame. It doesn't even feel like there's a fish in that bag. 230 grams, mate. That's about what a 25 forkers weigh in here at Ballina. There you go, mate. Well done. How the old buck and bass go for you today, all right? Very nice. No wet. Very good. All right, scorers look good. Harry Schofield. First ABT, is it, mate? Yes. And these are your first fish you weighed in. Well done.
Thank you.
How many you got?
4.
4 fish for Harry. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 fish. That's your weight there, 1.505. That'll put you up in the top 10 of the non-boaters, I reckon, at the moment. And you can go and let those fellas go. Well done. Thank you. Good to see people at their first event catching fish. I think we've had 2 new anglers at this event. One weighed a 5 fish limit, one weighed a 4 fish limit. Oh, Dad, bring up some brim, Grayson. Come on, show him where to come. Let's go. Grayson Fong, how many have you got for us?
I've got 5.
Let's get them on there. Let's get
with Builder Mick today.
With Builder. Now, we saw that draw. We thought that is pretty special, you and Builder Mick fishing together.
A bit of controversy there, I think, on the draw. But it was good fun. We had a great day.
Grab this. That's your souvenir. You don't want it? Okay. And what do you think?
He loved it.
Oh, very shy. All right. And good day on the water, mate, in that big Phoenix.
Yeah, fantastic. It was really good. I just had a ball. Yeah, it was really good. And even to be out with, one of my best fishing mates, it was good fun.
Did he catch any fish?
Yeah, he did. He went all right.
Good stuff. Well, we'll see him in the weigh-in in a while. We'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya. That's Grayson Fong, 5 fish for 1.915 kilograms. Oh, you better take your fish, eh? You remember the kids. At least you got your priorities right. All right, Andy Moore from Canberra. You got a good bag of 5 fish there, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need 261. Might make it there. Say 230. That'll put you up in the top 10 easy there, mate. And you got some left for tomorrow.
Yeah, fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. Get 1 or 2 out of there.
Good stuff, mate. Well, there you go. There's your weigh-in ticket. Are we going to crack the 3 kilos today? We were having bets on. We're going to see a 4 kilo bag this weekend. Spawners are not in. They cannot fish the areas to catch them. This is Elijah Simpson. Come in and bring some fish, mate. How many have you got? 3 fish for Elijah. Let's get him in there. 3 good fish, mate. 1.62 kilos. That's going to put you in the top 10 in the non-boaters for only 3 fish. And let me give you some fish back. You haven't got a 700 gram in there for Big Brim, do you?
Or maybe.
Well, why don't you go and throw him in? Take that over to the bump tub. Load him in there because it might be worth $500 to you. A couple of good fish in the system. Some of the guys are finding them. 740 grams the YOLO Tech Big Brim is at the moment. Rightio, put him in there. Let's get him on. He's got to go 740 to be leading that thing. He looks big, but he just got a lot lighter, didn't he? 590. Rightio, there you go. And there's your Big Brim ticket there. You can grab that for you. And bring me that bag back when it's done. All right, if the scorers are good, Peter Brukel from Victoria, mate, and he's not from Victoria 2 days ago. You got out of there well before then, didn't you, mate? Weeks ago he got out of that joint. How many have you got for me, Pete?
5.
5 fish, good stuff, mate. You need 2.61 to take the lead. Those ones are 209, mate, which will put you up there, I reckon, in the top 10 or 15.
Oh, beautiful.
Happy days. Here we go, mate. Here's some fish for you. Go, let those go in the harbour there. We've got a well-stocked trawler harbour here after an ABT event at Ballina. This event brought to you by Atomic. All right, so we got Charlie Sakeo here too. I'll have to ask Charlie what it's like to weigh 6 fish. It's not a decade old yet, that joke, so it still sticks. All right, Charlie Sakeo, how many fish have you got for us? We're expecting 5.
Yeah, got 5. But look, it was a big struggle today. Look, we probably made the right choice to start off with and went upstream. And then all of a sudden we decided to go down, back to the mouth and, just struggled and we probably should have just stayed up. But
You've learned your lesson for tomorrow, mate, because you can do whatever you think's the right thing. You can do it all day long. 1.8 kilos for your 5 fish limit there. No giants in there, are there? Not at all. Anthony Wishy, the representative from Frogley's, mate. That is a light old bag.
It is very light indeed. Yeah, 2.
2 fish, 4.
Oh, 630. Crikey.
630, mate.
Right.
And, you've got brim that are at least 3 times that size living under the dock you work on, haven't you?
I know. I wish I was there.
Hey, Kate, take these with you, mate. Take these with you. There you go. Everyone loved Anthony Wishy because he gave everyone a box of atomic jig heads and an atomic popper at the briefing. He's very popular, giving away free tackle. All right, Cole Wilson, you got a brim or 2 for me there, mate? Normally you got a couple to keep me busy. How many you got for us?
3.
3 today. Let's get them on for you. 3 little fellas goes 1.07 for you. So there's a weigh-in ticket. That'll actually keep you up there in the non-boaters. It's been tough from the back of the boat today. So well done, Cole. He's won the grand final a couple of years ago when it was on the Gold Coast. Way. Builder Mix decided to release his fish into the bump tub there. It'll take him a bit to catch them. The line for weighing bags is getting shorter and shorter. Big Tony Thorley's going to weigh a fish in while they're mucking around with the photos. 1 fish for Tony. Let's get him on there, mate. 330 grams for Tone, mate. And the river disappointed you today.
Yeah, yesterday was good, as you know, and today they just didn't want to play.
And it was hard fishing too. Hard to fish in the wind.
Oh, yeah, we found a couple of areas you could fish, but they just didn't want to play, and undersized people played again today, so...
And what is it with the skinny fish? There's a lot of small fish in this system, little skinny ones.
I don't know what's going on there. Like down home, they're nice, plump fish at the moment still. So anyway,
got to get a palmer or 2 in their throat, I reckon. It's there's
your river prawns in them.
That's it. Clarence River prawns is what fattens them up. All right. Tony Thorley getting onto the scoreboard. Builder Mick Thompson, bring us a few fish up, mate. How many have you got there? 5 fish for Builder Mick. What is the lead bag for the non-boaters at the moment, Loz? Let's see if you can crack 1995. There we go. New leader in the non-boaters, 2.1 kilos. And you outfished Grayson. How does that feel?
Oh, I get to do it occasionally, mate. So it does feel pretty bloody good, though.
Yeah, you should say I do it all the time and it's not a surprise.
No, it's a surprise.
Well done, mate. You haven't got any big brim in there for the... there's a 740 it needs to be. It's Yeah, I don't think it's going to do the 500. Tristo will keep that money at the moment until somebody takes it off him. So Builder Mick, new leader in the non-boater department at the moment. Fishing with his good mate Grayson Fong. Picked him up in the draw. Oh, Blake O'Grady's got something that's gonna contend. That's what we used to. Has that only got one eye? Blake catching all the one-eyed fish. I hope he's got 4 nice ones to go with it. Blake O'Grady. We're going to claim he's a Queenslander now, especially if he's leading after this bag. What does he need to take the lead? 261, mate. Let's get it in there and see what they go. How about 289, mate? Well done. Give us a high five for new leader of the tournament. I'm going to give you this bag of fish, and I'm going to give you a bag to put that big one in. Grab that, and Bretto, grab this as well. And bring that big unit back to me. We'll set a proper big brim mark, eh? Not that I'm saying Tristo's is improper. I'm just saying 700 grams doesn't deserve to win big brim on a tournament. So, all right, let's get him on the scales here, mate, for you. There you go, 1.1 kilos, mate. That's more like it, isn't it? Good on you, mate. And that's a 400-gram defeat of the last big brim, mate. Can you back it up tomorrow with another big bag?
Probably not. But I'll try.
Good on you, mate. Well done. Not asking him any of his secrets on day one. We have a new big brim, a 1.1 kilo giant. Very nice fish from Blake O'Grady. Thank you for that. YOLO Tech brim is now at 1 kilo, and the leader of the event is on 3 kilos, which is what it should be. All right, Michael Capilli. I think I saw you over at North Creek today, mate, having a bit of a fish out the wind like I was. And you've got how many? Just one? Just the one fish for Michael, and it goes 300 grams for you. No, sorry, 295. Sorry about that. And we'll see you up here tomorrow, eh?
Cheers, mate. Yeah, love it.
Well done. All right, scorers are good. Andrew Lovell. I know there's two that I get mixed up, but Andrew all the way from Tassie, mate, and you've got yourself a fish to weigh in.
Yeah.
Better than none. Better than none. Let's get him on the scales there. One fish and he weighs 450 grams. That's about as big as the smallest brim in the Derwent, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But you had a good time out there. Who did you fish with today?
Cohen.
Cohen Morandi.
Yeah, lovely guy.
Awesome.
Lovely
Yeah,
guy.
you would have had a great day with Cohen. Good to see you, Andrew. Thank you. Go and let him go, and you can give the bag to the next angler in the line. All right, Mark Peterson. Bring up, how many is in that? It's a pretty thin-looking bag.
3.
3 in there, mate. All right, let's get them on the scoreboard. 1, 2, 3 for Mark, and that goes 915 grams. That is yours. And so are they. Well done, mate. Bring us a limit tomorrow, and you will go rocketing up this scoreboard. These tough tournaments where it all happens. Cohen Moranti. That's a decent bag of fish there, mate. 5 fish. Let's get you on there because it was a tough day out there, tough and windy. That'll get you up, I reckon, in the top 5. 2.315 kilos. Any other day of the week, is that an average bag or is that a poor bag?
That's a very, very poor bag.
But up here?
Great bag.
That's it. Awesome. Well done, mate. Well done, Cohen. We'll see you up here tomorrow, mate. Fighting for the lead. Gordon Pullen. Bring him up here, mate. How many have we got for us?
It's a bare 2, I'm afraid.
2 today. Tough day at the office. Let's get them on there and weigh them for you. 2 fish. They're 2 decent fish. 915 grams for those 2 fish. If you pulled in 5 that size, I guarantee you would be leading the non-boaters at the moment.
Well, that would have been nice.
It's all right. I'm all about the what-ifs. All right. Gordon Pullen putting a couple of decent ones on the scales. Scorer's good. Craig Templar, bring us some fish, mate. I know you just came down here, had a bit of a pre-fish, mate. Did any of that help today at all?
Not at all.
A little bit. A little bit. How many have you got for me? 5 fish in there. And they go, that's a small limit, 1.635 kilos. They're all pretty skinny, mate. We've only just cracked 3 kilos, so let's have a look at them. Yep, no, look at that one. That one's half of him is missing with a red spot. All right, mate. Good on you, Craig. 5 fish is where it's at. All right, it's starting to look a bit lean in the weigh-in line department at the moment. Don't know how many more we have to weigh in, but Nicole, we might run a quick ad or something while we're waiting for the bump tub to fill up again. And if we have more anglers, we'll be back with you shortly.
You'll have the chance for showers or thunderstorms, and also little disturbances rumbling along this thing will bring us a chance for rain.
All right, we are back for the atomic round of the Daiwa Brim Series here at Ballina. Filthy day today, pretty windy. The fish are skinny. Guys are finding it pretty tough, but we have got a leaderboard up here, and somebody is going to win $2,500 at the end of this event. At the moment, it's Blake O'Grady leading this event in the boaters, and it's builder Mick Thompson leading in the non-boaters. I got Matt Fatafay here with 2 fish. You got some banglers back in the bump tubs and a couple of fish there, mate. You were a good guide today, weren't you?
Yeah, well, non-boater decided to brain it.
5 fish. Let's get yours on the scales there first. There's 2 fish for 770 grams for you, or 765 for you there. And what was he doing that you weren't?
Actually, I rigged him up with the same as what I was getting, and then he decided to get the bigger ones. So.
Well, there's a lesson to be learnt from that. Rig him up after you get your 5 next time.
Nah, he'll be right.
Well done. Good on you, Matty. Good to see you fishing here as a boater. That's the 3rd time that's blown over. That means it is pretty windy here this afternoon. Angus Collins. Haven't seen him at the scales for a while. And how many have you got for you, Angus?
5.
Fish. Are you the non-boater that towed him up? No?
Yeah.
Maybe. 5 Ballina specials there for Angus. Let's get him on there. Just under 2 kilos, 1.98 kilos for you, mate. That'll put you right up there in the non-boaters. Very likely in the top 3 or 4 anglers. So there we go, Angus Collins. Do we have any other anglers to weigh in this afternoon? You see any coming from the boats? Lance Marshand. We only got 5 tags left. All right. What we might do is we might shut the live stream down, Nicole. We'll shut the live stream of the weigh, and if these guys turn up in the next 15, we can weigh their fish. Check all of the results on www.abt.org.au, and we're going to try to put down some tents in the wind.